y'all, welcome back. Let's go ahead and dive in and see what Holy Spirit has for the collective. Holy Divine Spirit, what do you have for the collective? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of? You guys, I had a dream about this big old mass piece of whatever that was headed toward Earth. I've never really dreamt that before, but it was so clear last night. So I'm not an astrologer. I don't follow astrologer news like to see what's going on in the atmosphere like that. But, you know, I just wanted to mention that. I don't know if anyone else is having these dreams or premonitions, but yeah, it was very interesting because it looked like a piece of it looked like a rock, like a crystal. I can't think of the name. It's a peacock something because I have one, but it looked iridescent even though it was dark in color, and it was dimensional. You know, it wasn't a particular shape, as you know a lot of raw crystals are. But this was quite interesting. It was moving slow, but even to look at it, it was still like a sight to see. Like you would have to have been in awe just to see it, because it just seemed so regal and beautiful. I do remember seeing like shimmers of purple, like the iridescence of like a peacock, right? Greens, purples, teal. Definitely had those colors shimmering in this sort of rock. But yeah, I mean, there was more there, but it was like driving down a highway, almost like if people were being evacuated from a certain place. But I was even in my dream looking up saying, like, even if we travel 200 miles away from where this supposedly is going to hit, we're still going to get hit because it was massive. But yeah. All right, Spirit, what do you have for the collective? Thank y'all for your likes, your shares, your comments. You know, it's my privilege and my duty to be here. So let's see what Divine Holy Spirit has for you. I heard making waves or creating waves, creating lanes. I don't know. Y'all, that's a good chunk of cards right there that came out. We're going to go with that. All right. Excuse me. Oh, I also remembered in the dream, just because, you know, I do believe in, you know, the dimensions and us leaving here and transitioning to another place, you know, and even in my dreams, I'm traveling to other places. But anyway, because what's reminding me is the Six of Swords, but I do remember saying in the dream, oh, yay, we get to go home. So even though like the person I was with, they're not even into like the multi-dimension things like that. They're spiritual, but I don't know if they believe in, you know, as far as, you know, what I would have to talk to them about it. But I haven't even spoke to this person in a few years. So it was interesting that they were in the car traveling with me. And there were some other people that I don't know, but, you know, anyway. So this Six of Swords has everything to do with being transitioned out of somewhere. So the swords, you know, represent your thoughts. So if this is an idea of wanting to get away, like I need to move to a better place, like the place that I'm at, it's like it's all consuming. But if I could just have like this magic carpet ride, or Spirit, can you hear me? It's fill in the blank with your name. You know, I'm ready to move on. So I feel like this is the calling out, the signaling, to let you know your chariot awaits you, that you're going to be moving to another place. Now, that could be physical, it could be esoterically speaking, but transitioning on, right? It's like your mind has been prepared for things. Like you've gathered all of this experience and this skill and this wealth of knowledge. And this might even be just about yourself. It might even be just about your journey and why you're here. Now you understand. So it's like, okay, they're ready to go. Let's go ahead and get the boat gassed up, whatever this is. These are, you know, your spirit guides, your people, your team. You know, they got the signal that it's time to go ahead and get you moved on to the next place. I wanted to say level, but this really feels like a just entirely different existence of a place, right? Again, it doesn't have to be physical. I'm feeling like this is more or less based on transitioning to another realm. right? And I feel like you can still do that physically being here in the 3D. I feel like you can have a death experience while you're still living. You know, that's what transition is all about. All right, so that's the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is a nice chunk of cards here, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn all of these over. And whenever I get cards that, you know, come out like this in a chunk, I just kind of run through them storybook style. All right, so let's talk about this King of Cups energy here. The King of Cups is somebody who is emotionally invested in you and everyone around them. It's like this is the one that you want to be able to trust because you know they're going to listen and observe and understand without any bias or any judgment. But when they do come, you know, when it's their turn to speak or it's their turn to kind of show and express love, it's going to be in a very healing way. The king represents like the top tier of this particular element. So they're going to be really good and really efficient at what it is that they're sent in your life to be or do. So from what I'm understanding here, that this is possibly someone who's entering in, or when you get to this new destination, however this comes, this is somebody who is like, I've been waiting for you. You know, it's almost like a godly like energy even. You know, I've heard all about you energy is what I'm getting from this card. Right? Very welcoming, very like mysterious even. Like even if they didn't hear like word of mouth, word on the street, it's like their intuition told them all about you. And I'm feeling now that you've been led to this person. Now the travel part, I know that that's that Six of Swords energy coming through, but how you get there and where it is that you're going and where is this King of Cups when you arrive, like who are they? I don't have that information as of yet, but I'm feeling like we're going to get to it. All right. Again, the court cards do not have to be gender-based, so it could be a male or a female, right? Whew. All right, y'all, let's see what's behind the King of Cups. Okay, so we have the Chariot. So this is definitely movement. This is definitely, I've been waiting for you. That godlike energy, it's like you've been prepared here with this Chariot. Like you glowed up. Whatever this is that you're now being, it's time to go. You're being ushered out of here. So you're well equipped here with this Chariot energy. And you've also been intuitively guided here. You know, you're dressed for the occasion, not even knowing what you're up against, because that's how battle prepares you. Anytime that you know that there's going to be something that's required of you. So now I'm getting the energy of this has to do with your life stance or what you're called to do in this lifetime. You've been fully well equipped and prepared for this. You're dressed for whatever the occasion is that you were supposed to show up for your life path. It's like you're now getting into the footing of understanding who you are and why you're here. And excuse me, the fact that you've showed up. So the King of Cups has been waiting for you. They've been waiting. And did I not say your Chariot has arrived with the Six of Swords? I was already there in the energy. So that's confirmation that this energy's been waiting for you. So, you know, this also lets me know that everything that you've went through, all your battles, how you've prepared, you know, it's like you don't have, you know, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. That's Chariot energy to me. Like you're fully aware that this is what it is. Like you have absolutely been called to do this thing. All right. So behind that, we have the Queen of Cups. So we have a counterpart here. Let's see what's going on with this Queen of Cups that's matching this King of Cups energy. So the Queen of Cups, you know, is that being the counterpart. It could just be somebody who is working around or with this King of Cups energy. So I'm almost getting like an approval from this Queen of Cups saying, yes, this is the one I told you about as she's talking to the king about you. But the king intuitively, they're both intuitive people or persons, whoever they are. So the Queen of Cups is the one that had that innate understanding of, this is what you need, King. You need this person. This is the person I told you about. Yes, look, let me show you what they've done, what they do. Because now I'm getting social media stuff. I'm getting as if this Queen of Cups was led to you to be able to see what it is that you do. And then the King of Cups already having knowledge of what they needed, exactly who they are, what they're going to look like, what they're going to say. And all of a sudden, here you are showing up in the Chariot energy. But the Queen of Cups is the one I feel who sought you out, basically like a recruiter. All right, y'all, this is getting good. So we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So that's a very good card in the reverse because it means coming out of the cold. So if we're talking about an opportunity here, or if we're talking about a new place, transitioning to a whole nother physical place, or, you know, esoteric, metaphysical place, however that's described, dimension, right? This is as if, you know, you already have the energy of they've been waiting on you, right? And then the Five of Pentacles reverse is going to be everything to you. It's because you feel like you've been missing out. You didn't really know your place, I want to say, in society. You didn't know your place, like you kind of stood out. I mean, you know, we reference black sheep energy here because that's who we are. We're light workers here. We've been through so much pain. Now we're kind of understanding, not, well, depending on what level you're at, but you're knowing something's not right. Something's different about me, you know, on the most minute circumstance. You know that you're different, but you just don't understand why or where to put those pieces. Okay, so those of you who know that, okay, I'm here to do something, I'm here, or actually I'm here to do this one thing, and you're for certain about it. This is going to definitely bring you into a place to where you feel like you've met your tribe, you met your people, like your home. Like, I finally am inside where it's warm. Everybody's so loving and accepting. Like, this is home for me. And you remember that dream I had, and I said in my dream with the big old, whatever that was in the sky headed toward Earth, I said, oh, we get to go home. So it's basically going to be a place of familiarity that you didn't even know existed. Whew. So, you know, if we're talking about a job for some people, maybe you didn't even realize that this job was a thing. Like, whatever it is that you're good at, you're gifted at, talented at, whatever this is, you know, your calling, your purpose, you didn't even know they had a real job for that. That's going to allow you possibly to receive some sort of wealth transference or come up, you know, taking you from A to B in regards to, you know, your position in life, you know, your livelihood. All right, let's see what's here. Behind this Five of Pentacles reverse is the Lover's card. So this speaks to me about, okay, so since we're here in this energy, because I'm picking up like galactic vibes here. And that did come up recently in probably the last video reading, tarot reading that I posted. It had to do with, it was galactic energy in that one as well. So here we are. So this Lover's card would just represent your La Familia, right? Your family, your tribe, your people. Like I said, with the energy of, you possibly didn't even know with this Five of Pentacles reverse that this even existed, or that you didn't know it was what was missing. But then when you get there, it's like, ah, like the angels singing. Like, oh my God, I know you is what she's she's like looking up like, thank you, holy angel. I never thought I'd know this person ever again in life. Like, there's just like an innate familiarity. Like, you can't deny it. But that's how good it's going to feel to finally be back where you belong, whatever this is. Let's see what's behind the Lover's card. Y'all, look at the Star card. This is galactic written all over it. This is esoteric. This is ancestors. This is spirit guides. This is higher self. This is divine. This is the star card. Right behind this energy. Look at the major arcanas. Chariot is here. This was destined. This is journey. This is guidance. This is supposed to be this way. And you know what this is also confirming? That if you're here, like literally here on the video still watching, because it's resonating, and then also if you're here at that physical place, that spiritual place in life, then you know this was meant to be. There's no question about it. You're not questioning anything that you went through that could have tried to harm or kill you, because you made it out. It was part of it. You making it to the next destination. To finally where you made it to the final level, the final boss, because I did have a video about the final boss. Once you defeat that last dragon, boom, everything opens up. And I feel like this is falling right into place. All right, y'all, let me keep going. All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune reverse. So this is obviously some sort of shift taking place here in this reading. But let me take a pause to see what's happening here with this wheel reverse. So I'm hearing lesson learned, and then also what was meant to destroy you. I got some background noise. Sorry, y'all. I can't help that, but I'm going to try to stay on course with the channeling. What was meant to destroy you? So it's almost like they had to try. That's what I'm hearing. Like we had to come try, as if it was travel to you, like to come and purposely take you off course. They had to try whatever that is, whatever is coming through. If it's by way of a person, by way of a group of spirits that were sent, by way of people around you, people you knew, trusted, loved. It's like they had to come. They were sanctioned to come your way. But the wheel, either way the wheel card is, reverse or upright, that is movement, regardless. So whether it's going forward, that's always looked at as the good omen, the wheel going forward. That would be the upright. But in the reverse, it's like the wheel going backwards. This definitely is not applying to this energy here in my right hand, which is you, collective. So I'm wondering what in the world is behind this Wheel of Fortune reversed. But I could definitely understand that this is an energy shift here, because once I'll, I already know that as a reader, once I'll see what's behind here, it's almost as if this is the middle energy. And then whatever is preceding this, after this, the energy, it's like a way working its way to the middle energetically, to what was supposed to happen and what actually ended up happening. So let me go ahead and see. I'm going to put these cards down because obviously with the shift and everything going on. But I do want to say a big congratulations to everyone who is resonating with this energy. I want to say you get to go home. You get to experience home, however that is going to happen. All right. It's all good here. All right, let's see what's behind this Wheel of Fortune reverse. So here we are, the 8 of Cups. So the 8 of Cups energy is walking away. We know that that means like past relationships, past commitments, past things that could have kept you bound and held in regret, remorse, guilt, shame, just people also energetically pulling on you emotionally. You have walked away. Now, whose energy this is, I have to see how this pertains. Because that Wheel of Fortune reverse is like they were sent. But if they were sent this way to, where you've definitely crossed the finish line, but they couldn't penetrate, they couldn't get past that. I need to see what else is here. So the Ten of Cups is here. The Ace of Cups reverses right next to that. The Page of Swords reverses right next to that. And look who we have, the King of Swords. What did I say? If somebody would have had it their way, they were sent. Did I not tell you that? Look at this. Promising you happiness, Ten of Cups. Wanting you to experience happiness with them. But you obviously weren't happy because you took the steps to walk away, Eight of Cups. But to have them tell it, you know, they wanted to marry you, take care of you, but look what's right next to that, that Ace of Cups reverse, it was a lie. It was a new beginning that was going to benefit them, but not you. But it was painted as a Ten of Cups. So if we get married or let's try to have a life together, but that was not the case. You did arrive at a Ten of Cups eventually. Like you did get there, but it was a facade with this Ace of Cups reverse. And obviously walking away with the Eight of Cups and then the Wheel of Fortune being in the reverse. So now, remember when I was telling you that this was possibly a midpoint because I needed to see where the split was right here with this Wheel of Fortune reverse, that there was some sort of lead up to this energy because when I was hearing that we have to try. That was coming from that King of Swords energy. King of Swords doesn't take no for an answer. They're the ones that will fight you if you try to tell them no because they're ready for battle. They're ready for anyone to try to challenge them, and they're always going to try to get the victory and defeat their enemies. Because anyone could be an enemy just depending on what position that they're in. But for the most part, they want to remain king and they dare you try them. So with that King of Swords energy and this Page of Swords in the reverse, it was built on lies. I told you they were just telling you small little things to get you on board. But then when that new beginning came, the Ace of Cups reverse, it was a new beginning in emotions, but it's like the King of Swords knows nothing about emotions. So they were trying things out here, but it wasn't successful. I'm sure that the Ten of Cups led you all together for you to try this thing out, try marriage, try having a family, try doing this. And it seemed like it would have been happiness for you to be able to experience this, but little did you know it was all a facade. Because you know our King of Swords represents Narc energy. They're in the upright though, but I feel like they couldn't be in the reverse and approach you. They had to show you a different side. But ultimately, you know them as a karmic at this point because that will reverse for me does represent karmic energy. They had to come try. So that obligation, remember I said that there was some sort of, like they had to do this. They had to do this. So even by way of it being like a karmic energy, jumping into the vessel of someone that you just met and then all of a sudden they seem very familiar to you, but you don't know this person, but that familiar, there again, I'm saying it because I stumble over the word, so I know. Familiarity. That came by way of this King of Swords karmic energy. They had to come try, come test you, right? But you pass with flying colors. So now it's time for you to go to this next dimension. Not even level. You're done with all the levels. So it's like a totally new world you get to go into. Oh, that's grand. That is so wonderful. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like, it's like, I'm getting bat energy, like a flying bat. Like, not that bats are evil, but it's like, so what's your purpose? You want to ask the bat, you know? I mean, they're mystical looking creatures, but really, what is it that you do? Why are you here? I'm getting bat energy from this King of Swords. But anyway, all right. So here's the other little clump of cards that came out. It's not as many as before, but let's run through it. So this Emperor energy is grand. This Emperor energy is withstanding their a long residency energy here with this distinguished energy here. Respected energy. Distinguished and respected is important here. But let's get into what this Emperor is here for. What's going on with the Emperor? Let's see what's behind. Seven of Cups. Many choices, many mistakes were made is what I'm hearing. So if this is the Emperor energy, because, the Emperor is comfortable. Nobody's trying to really mess with the Emperor and saying, okay, time's up. You got to get up and get the step in. Nobody's saying that to the Emperor. And the Emperor knows this. And the Emperor has people around them saying, how dare you? Because we can vouch for the Emperor. We've known the Emperor for 50 years now. And they would never, is what I'm getting from this energy with the Seven of Cups. Why I went into that, well, that is to be determined. So if this is somebody questioning your authority, you can back it up with this Seven of Cups. Like there's no reason for you to have to try to explain yourself. I feel like you will have others vouching for you as to why you can call yourself the Emperor. And if this is not your energy, then it's somebody who is being questioned as to, how did you become this Emperor energy? Like, I've heard XYZ about you, and I'm just not, if I do the math, I'm not really understanding here with this Seven of Cups energy. Okay, here it is. And this is my final say. That's exactly what's going on here. People are looking at your past here with this Seven of Cups. Each of these cups represents something that they heard, emotionally tying them to your story that they heard about you. So this could be family. This could be a family member who has several cups here of different stories surrounding you. So maybe they've known you for some time and they never expected this kind of glow up with the Emperor, because the Emperor is the tip top. Nobody is questioning or challenging this Emperor because everybody knows they have the right to be there. Like, let that person chill. They've been through a lot, and look at them. They're doing wonderful. Matter of fact, I want to be like the Emperor, or I hope to be able to sit in that royal throne one day because I want to be like them. So if there's somebody in the family that's just kind of in awe of how you made it, that's how I would tie these two energies together. Because they know all the traps that were set. And the cups representing emotions, they have some sort of emotional tie there as well. So somebody is like, huh? Like, wow, they really made it through that and that and that. Oh my God, and that too. Like, yeah, here I am, bitch. You all gone with your bad self, okay? That's all I got to say, whoever this Emperor energy is. But if you're part of my collective and you're still here in the video and this resonates, it's like, you know who the F I am? Like, I could feel it. Yes. Yes, Queen. Yes, King. Okay? No, sorry, Emperor. Here we are. Behind the Seven of Cups is the Page of Pentacles reverse. So it's like, no, you can keep that. No, I don't want that. It's like, I'm getting peasant energy. I know that you wouldn't be the one to turn your nose up, but that's Emperor attitude, turning their nose up, classifying others as peasants because they are on a prestigious throne. So they can do that and get away with it. And people will be forced to humble themselves and realize, the crumb cakes that they are. So whatever offer that they're trying to bring to you is going to be refused because it's not good enough. It's not going to be enough. There's no way I'm letting you back in so you can try to come party and disguise yourself as not ever being a problem in my life. Not gonna happen. Because that's that same energy. They're like, well, how did they... Yeah, it's coming from this Page of Pentacles. So they got to try to scrape up some coins in the couch to try to bring them to you because that's all they have. But once upon a time, you were possibly the one who was in need of one of those coins. And they had them. When we talk about money in the couch, that's money you forgot about. You like just some coins in the couch. But it gets to a point to where, you might have to start looking for those coins. There they are. And they're showing up saying, oh, yeah. I'm really proud of you now. Look at you. Wow. Isn't God good? That's what I'm hearing from this Page of Pentacles reverse. And here they come with their sorry ass offer. Could be an apology. It could be whatever. It's like your royalness. They're talking to you, Emperor, Empress. Will you please accept this? And you're like, how did you even get in here? How you get past the guards is what you're saying. Look at you. How? Yeah. And then at the same time, it's like, they're looking into all of those opportunities that they had to try to help or say something encouraging or try to lift you up and encourage you when you were down, because now the roles have switched. Once upon a time, they considered themselves superior to you, but they were the ones that were not being nice about their position to others, especially you, because they're hearing your energy. So I would say possibly be on the lookout for this offer, this little pathetic little offer to show up. I'm just seeing like a puppy dog with the puppy dog eyes, that symbolism of them feeling sorry or not wanting to be called out on anything, and they know they're wrong, but they're trying to give you this sympathy or this story or this poor little offering of whatever to try to get you back tied into them emotionally. But look at all the cups that they had to offer you, but you didn't know which one was legit. You never knew what you were going to get. All right, let me keep going. Y'all know who this character is. That's all I got to say. Behind this, behind the Page of Pentacles reverse is the Four of Pentacles reverse. So yes, they lost control because they had control once upon a time. That would be the upright, because they're showing you off. They're proud of what they have, but it's not proud of you. It's proud of what they were able to get, right? How they got it. They can't believe they got away with it. That's the energy if it were in the upright, but in the reverse, they lost all that. It's a done deal. It's gone. What's behind the Four of Pentacles? And they could have just been money oriented, because we got Pentacles. So it's all about what can I give them? What can, material wise, that 3D stuff. Like that doesn't matter to you because you're the Emperor. You got everything you need and more. You got a team behind you. You got people ready to hook you up on a whole nother level that this person could never reach. They could never obtain that. That King of Swords energy is a control freak. They want all the control. Even if they knew that they had help from above, beyond, that could just be unlimited, they still wanted to have the control in the 3D, but that's where they messed up, because they also thought they could control you, but obviously not, because the Four of Pentacles is reversed and you're flying off somewhere else. Six of Swords, bottom of the deck. Justice card reversed. So yeah, they're feeling some type of way to where when they lost control, they feel like the job wasn't done. So they're not getting justice, because justice upright would mean, while I'm in this energy, for them, it would have been a win, obviously, right? They would have won, but you got away. They lost control. So there's no justice for this energy. And then the Two of Swords reversed. So they don't even know which way to go, where to go, what to do, but they have to make a decision. The twos are decisions. In the reverse, it's like even worse, because now they can't get to you. They can't touch you. They can't connect with you. But they know any other time they would have had at least a little something to go off of if it were in the upright before they make this decision. But now they really don't have any kind of connection. But they have to make a decision. I want to know what this decision is. Let's get into it, y'all. All right, Spirit, thank you so much for the messages. But what is this Two of Swords reverse? What is the Two of Swords reverse? Please and thank you. Let's see what this has to do with, because you definitely are not a connection for them. Even if it were in the upright, I'm still getting information. It would not have been like a confident decision, because if you look at the card, the Two of Swords, This person's blindfolded. It's nighttime. It's dark. They got 2 swords against them because they don't know what's coming. But in the reverse, it means they're really in a bad way because they don't have the information that they need. But that also applies to the upright as well. Okay, so a card flipped out over here to the left. Coffin. Uh-oh. The ending, the end. 1 and 9 is 10. Completion. Done. Done deal. It's over. All right, and then mature man at the bottom of the deck. So I'm gonna get one, y'all. I've kind of said I was gonna get another clarifying card from a different deck along with this one. So I'm gonna just follow through with that. Spirit, one more clarifier, please, for this 2 of Swords reverse, and we're gonna wrap this thing up. Because we got stuff to do. We got places to go. We got people to see, or they're waiting to see us with that King of Cups and that Queen of Cups. They're waiting for us. Clarify the 2 of Swords reverse, please, and the Coffin card, please. All right, y'all. This card in the Lenormand deck, that was the Kipper deck, that Coffin card, just so you know, because people kind of ask. At the bottom of the deck is the owl. So this is a message. This is wisdom. This is also spirit guides, you guys. Bottom of the deck. So that inner knowing. But what we have that came out is the birdcage card, the key. So this is the card to where obviously there's something meant to be in the cage. Now, with the key, it's like you, collective, have the key. You can unlock this person or you can keep them locked in there. That's what this card means. So combining this energy here. Oh my God. Listen, so your people been paying them a visit, right? The owls, the messengers. They've been visiting this King of Swords. Like, I mean, don't even think about moving. Do not move a finger. Because they're going to come back and report to you what needs to be said, what needs to be known, the intuitive part of it. They're keeping watch over this King of Swords. And they're also carrying messages, I feel, to this King of Swords, to where, you know, if this King of Swords is being haunted, the owls, the messengers, the guides, the ancestors, everybody got everything to do with that. They're not leaving their side. They're going to make sure you get to where you're supposed to be going. 6 of Swords reverse. Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're cloaked. That he can't even see you. He can't even find you. Even if he was standing right next to you, he still wouldn't know. Because you've been hidden from him. Him or her, but it's the King of Swords energy. You've been hidden. Thanks to your guides, bottom of the deck. So this key reference, so that 2 of Swords reverse, I told you, because they can't connect with you, right? I was already in that energy. They can't get to you. So there is the ending here. But I feel like now they know it's a life or death. They're looking to you to get life from you. That was that 10 of Cups. They knew that they needed to obtain some sort of connection, energetic connection. Like even with the wheel energy being here and them representing themselves as a karmic, at least you know that now. You probably, well, most likely you were not aware of that beforehand, but that 8 of Cups, you walked away and that started the karmic wheel all over again for that person because you got to advance forward. So now knowing this and this 2 of Swords reverse, there's no connection for them to get to you to try to make this decision. And this decision has everything to do with them getting out of this karmic cycle, but it's too late. You've advanced. But they get to go back again. They get to go backwards, back into the cycle. And that key that you have and you found and you are accepting, remember in the beginning I said you're accepting something, you're aware what this is now. That's how you get to lock this person in this cage and you get to move forward. You were given the key. You were absolutely given the key because you deserved it. At the end of the level was the shiny gold key. You got it. Mature man at the bottom of the deck of the Kipper deck. I wanted to touch on that. So they kind of feel like they learned their lesson. The mature woman is right behind that. But they're feeling that they learned their lesson. But then again, you know, this could also have to do with their own ancestors kind of saying, well, we tried. Look at this. We tried. We knew who you were when you showed up. But because of this false person energy, we knew that there was a way that this could have gone completely wrong. And obviously it did go completely wrong here, right? Community card is here as well. There were a lot of people who were hoping that this situation would be able to correct itself in this lifetime, because this, remember the familiarity I told you about. It doesn't matter that their name is Tom, Bob, Cindy, Larry, Keisha. It doesn't matter their name. It was about the spirit that jumped inside that person to come find you and to seek you out, because they had a job to do, but you escaped. You got the key. You got out. And now you get to lock this person inside. Whew. All right, y'all. I hope this helps.